In our last section, we practiced writing equations when we were given our slope and 1 point. Now this time we are going to be given 2 points on our line. And when we're given two ordered pairs on a line, you can write that equation by using these 4 steps right here. First step is to use the slope formula to determine the slope. So we've practiced this before, finding the slope of 2 lines. And that formula is slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if we're given 2 ordered pairs, we can use that formula and find our slope. Then we're going to substitute into the slope-intercept form with the slope and ordered pair. So after that, we're doing the same steps to find b and then plug m and b back in. So it's similar to our last section, but we just have one step more to find the slope. So number 1, let's do that first step. M equals, we have x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, we have y2 is 5 minus 1 over 4 minus 2. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. That gives us a slope of 2. I'm going to take that slope and plug it in and pick one of my points. So I'm just going to pick the first one here, 2, 1. I have y equals mx plus b, where my y is going to be 1, my m is 2, and my x is 2. And I can solve for b. So I get 1 equals 4 plus b. Subtract 4 from both sides. Negative 3 equals b. Now I can plug it into my final equation. Y equals m, which is 2, x plus b, which is minus 3. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing for number 2. We have x1, y1, x2, y2. Now if we find the slope, we get m equals negative 3 minus 9 over 7 minus negative 1. So we add those negatives, we get negative 12. And now you can add these in your calculator. Make it easy. We get negative 12 over 8. And that simplifies down, gives you negative 3 over 2. Okay, then I'm going to just take my first point and that slope and plug it in to find b. So I get y equals mx plus b. My y is 9, m is negative 3 over 2, and my x is negative 1. I get positive 3 over 2 on this side, plus b. I'm going to subtract 3 over 2 from both sides. I get b is equal 15 over 2. Now I have my b and my m, and I can plug it in to my final equation. Get y equals m x plus b. Okay, let's do a few more examples. Number 3, says my first point's -4, -5, and my second point is the origin. So if my point is the origin, 0, 0, that right there is giving me my y-intercept, b. My y-intercept is where x is 0, so my b is 0 in this case. So now I just need to find my slope. If I have x1, y1, x2, y2, I get 0 minus -5 over 0 minus -4. That gives me a slope of 5 over 4. So my final equation for this one is y equals 5 over 4 x plus b, which is 0. So that can simplify down, and I just get y equals 5 over 4x. For number 4, again we have 0, 8. That is a y-intercept, where our b is 8. So for number 4, I just need to find my slope. I've got x1, y1, x2, y2. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I get -8 over -8, which is 1. So in this case, my equation is y equals m, which is 1, x plus b, which is 8. And that 1x, I can rewrite that as just x. Okay, we have one more example. In number 5, this one, it gives us the slope this time. Our slope is 5. And I have my point x, y. So I'm going to plug in what I know. Y is 2, m is 5, and x is -6. So if we have 5 times -6, that gives me -30. Add 30 to both sides. I get 32 is equal to b. So my equation, y equals m, x plus